Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. This is Color Corporal, and we are playing Empire Total War Darth Mod Edition. We have just went to war with Spain to try to get St. Augustine, Florida, from the Spaniards. They have responded in blockading one of our ports down in Pennsylvania in the Delaware region, and we have responded by actually doing some piracy against them. So we will accept that port blockade. Recruitment report, that's fine. Construction report, war declared between the Mongol Empire and Great Britain. Okay. So as you can see down here, the Spanish are actually under siege by an American force under John Sullivan, us, and then they are also under siege by a Cherokee force. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the leader's name, but he is the leader, and they are going to attempt to, it looks like, maybe help us attack the Spanish. So they are. Oh, maybe they already. Maybe they already. Maybe the Iroquois has already attacked them and they're just sieging them right now. But that's interesting. They are very weak right now. Looks like we'll just demand the surrender of this Spanish army, and they should accept it. Oh no, they refused. Okay. We're actually just going to auto-resolve the assault then. Just easier than, playing it out with that little of units for them. So we're going to auto-resolve, and we do have victory. We only lost 85 guys. They lost their basically entire defending force. So let's close that, and there we go. Ta-da! We are the new owners of St. Augustine, Florida. Gonna repair the governor barracks here. We're going to get rid of this Jesuit college. We're gonna burn that down because that promotes Catholic. We are not Catholic. We are Protestant. We're also going to upgrade some of these sugar plantations and the cotton plantation. We definitely want to make Florida a thing. And it already has a nice trade port down here. And the British are blockading the French. So let's see what this Spanish fleet up here in Pennsylvania has going on. And oh my goodness, it is the smallest fleet that I thought, I would see. They have a 6th-rate ship that their admiral is on. Then they have another 6th-rate ship, yet another one, and then they have a brig. So 3 6-rates and a brig is blockading our port here. That is not gonna fly with us. Tell you that right now. We're only projected to get 2,000 gold next turn. That's probably going to change once we get that blockade out of here. So I'm thinking of not even battling, participating in this battle, but maybe we should, because this would be the first battle that we would actually participate in. And sometimes, especially sea battles, can be pretty sketchy. So I think we will just go ahead and we'll just attack. We will participate in this battle with John Barry and his fleet against the Spanish fleet that is blockading our fort. Or our port. Not fort, port. Port.
The
loading time on this game is absolutely incredible too.
Used for fine-tuning ship orders. The 3 arrows in its top half.
Now, unfortunately, we're going to be against the wind here, so it's not going to be the quickest battle, unfortunately. But we are going to
half sail or no sail.
Group up our bigger ships.
Up or down with the plus and minus buttons to either side.
going to group them up, and then we are also going to group up our 6th rate ships and our cannonade together. Or our 6th rate ship's going to get a different line. Gonna group them up, and then we're also going to group up these junts here. So we got 3 groups. Our 4th rate and our 5th rates are all together, and then we have our 6th rates all together, then we have our cannonade, and then our brigs together. So let us go ahead and end deployment.
Naval battles are frequently a series of individual duels between ships, but there is value in maintaining formation and contact with the admiral for
And we're
as
going
long as
to
possible. The morale-boosting
definitely
effect
fast
of being
forward
close
this.
to the flagship can be passed from ship. This ship is sailing into a headwind, so she is only able to make a
lot of tips going on. We'll send our brigs down too. Seems we have a little confusion over here with our big ships. What's going on here? Our admiral ship should be first. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's a little confused. Sometimes these ship groupings can be quite confusing. Yeah, what the hell's going on up here? Alright, let's slow this down. We gotta take control of whatever the hell is happening here. We're probably just gonna have to individually control these ships, unfortunately. We're going to take U3 and we're going to go that way. That way, please. Take a little bit while for them to get there, but that's okay. We have this brig that's going to get manhandled over here. Kind of a sloppy battle there. Our grouping was off for whatever reason. Comes our 4th rate. That will actively destroy and both these 6 rates. We're definitely putting our hurting on them, that's for sure. We're just kind of blocking this this brig. brig is not faring very well. Alright, so let's go ahead and board this one. Get this one out of here. And this one is captured, okay. We're going to have this brig stay here because it is quite beat up. I'm surprised it's actually not taking on some water. Like I said, it was a very sloppy battle. The naval battles are not my favorite.
Your ship's hull has been damaged.
That one's actually pretty beat up too. We're just going to drop the anchor with that one. Leave him alone. And the 4th rate is obliterating that brig over there. As this 6th rate continues to fight. Their 6th rate, Connecticut, versus the San Martin. Bump up the sails on those. Taking forever to get here. Same thing with the admirals. Let's see if this 4th rate can open fire on, what is that, San Martin? Yes it is. Yes it is, and it is opening fire on the San Martin. It's good. I like to get in close when I do ship battles, but unfortunately we can't quite get in close with this ship battle today. They're all a little bit too fast. Let's see if we can open up on the Miguel, the 4th rate. And that is exactly what is going to happening here right now. Oh, the Miguel gets the first shot off. Oof. Don't worry, we get some shots right back at them. And did that ship we capture sink? Yeah, it must have. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it did, because there's all the guys in the water. Our 6th rate down here is still kicking along. Oh, and the Miguel is sinking. You can see that as the crew jump from the ship as the Miguel starts to take on water. Just the rest of the fleet in the background. Our fleet coming in. Not stopping for survivors. Still trying to catch up to them. Didn't realize this battle was going to take this long. As the Miguel starts to disappear beneath the ocean. The Spanish flag, the last thing you can see as it goes under the water. Alright, so the Connecticut is finally starting to waver. But that's okay. With the Connecticut wavering, the Lion is coming up quite quickly. The Connecticut still holding on, however. Still firing at the San Martin. Trying to put her into the water for good. Our 4th-rate ship, the Revenge, if that, Queen Anne's Revenge, ring a bell to anybody? But our 4th-rate ship, the Revenge, closes in. This might be it for the Miguel. Cool. As it takes some major hits. Oh, God. It has surrendered. One ship is left of the Spanish fleet. The Connecticut is just going to stay there. I think the Revenge and the Lion can handle taking down this last brig. Let's see if we can get a broadside on it. As it speeds off into the distance, it is routing. Let's continue, see if we can actually sink it. And or capture it. Looks like we are going to get a broadside off to it. We do hit it quite a bit, but it looks like it will continue to rout. It will not surrender, it will just rout. Let's see if we can hit it a couple more times before this battle ends. This brig has definitely seen better days here. It does have some hull damage. The Revenge trying to make that permanent hull damage. Taking a while to reload the guns. There we go. Gets a volley of cannon off. And we're not going to be able to sink it. It's just going to go away into the distance. That is fine. We will fast forward through the rest of this battle. No need to continue to watch it. Looks like we capture one Spanish ship, and that is the San Martin. Alright, that was a victorious battle. We took probably a little bit more casualties than I thought we were going to take. That grouping in the beginning really kind of threw us off. Our lighter ships, our 6th rates, and our brigs really took some damage here. But that's okay. As the last Spanish ship eventually goes out of sight. Come on, get out of sight, get out of here. So we can advance this battle. I don't want to end it and have it say battle defeated because we didn't kill all the ships. So we're just going to have to watch the ship retreat from the distance. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have just continued the battle, but that's okay. We'll just watch this lone Spanish ship sail into the distance, and there we go. Decisive victory. Alright, that was our first victory, and it was a naval battle against the Spanish. We do capture a ship. It is that 6th rate ship. We will add it to our fleet just because it is a prize ship. And now that Spanish ship is hightailing it out of here. So that was our first battle, the naval battle. We are going to then run into port so we can repair all of our ships, because all of our ships took quite a bit of damage here. And that will be basically all of our money repairing our ships. But remember, we did just take Fort Augustine. The Iroquois are probably not too thrilled about that. And the Spanish, well, the Spanish aren't too thrilled because they just lost quite a bit of territory and quite a bit of ships there. So the Spanish aren't thrilled whatsoever. But we have somebody gained a auxiliary, and it was John Barry. We had +2 morale in battle. Okay. Region captured, obviously Florida. Alright, let us continue to the next turn. Actually, let's see if our income goes up next turn. Yeah, it went from 2,000 to 3,000, so yeah, that they were denying our trade there for a little bit. The French are probably blockading the Great Britain. I don't know who would be blockading Sweden. Maybe Spain? I don't know. Let us go ahead and advance our turn. As Great Britain is running around up in Canada. And even down in the Caribbean. Once our fleet is repaired, we will probably go back into taking part in piracy against the Spanish, just so we can tick them off a little bit, or even just enter their ports just to burn them down. Even it sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Because if the Spanish wanted an end to the war, I would absolutely accept it. Because that's all I want from the Spanish at the moment. I just wanted Florida. And the British are actually camping out in Iroquois territory, so I don't know exactly what's going on there. Mongol Empire, once again, wants a military alliance. We're going to say no to that. Poland, no. Get out of here, Poland. Usually Poland doesn't last long, like I said. So I'm not going to make deals with countries that aren't going to last long. And the Spanish are once again coming back, blockading a port of mine with one ship of theirs. Sweden just tried to attack Denmark again and failed. I believe that's twice in a row now for Sweden. Oh, they keep burning it.
One of your sea trade routes is under attack from an enemy fleet. Without your intervention,
All right, we
they'll raid your
have
shipping and take any goods
Boston
and
being
income for
blockaded
themselves.
by the Spanish. Iron Workshop completed, and we have a trade route that is being raided. That is all right. So what are they attacking us with? They have a fifth-rate ship here. We are still repairing our ships, right? No, we aren't. That was a quick repair. But we want to make sure this battle is a win for us. So we want to take our fifth rates and our fourth rates out. And we want to come in and we want to attack that fifth rate. And we are going to auto-resolve this battle.
We rule the waves.
Just like that. And we will actually end up capturing it too. And we're going to add it to our fleet just because we don't have that many ships to our fleet. So that is a good battle. We probably took more damage than was probably necessary, but that is fine. We ended up winning after all. Wow, we barely kept that ship afloat. It is costing a lot to repair these ships, though. So that's a little bit unfortunate. And John Barry, frigate captain. +1 command when commanding frigates. This man has a talent for commanding smaller ships and using them to advantage. Victory while commanding a frigate-class vessel has given this man some skill. Defeat in battle may cause the loss of this ability. Huh. Alright, so he is a great frigate commander now. I do not know... Okay, so it would be the cannonades. The frigate cannonades that would be the best for him to command then. So we got to get him more of those. But for now, we're going to come down here to, well, how far can we go? I definitely want to um, attack one of Spain's ports. It's probably going to be this one here, because they're actually building something. So we're going to set them back by doing that. And then we're also going to come around and we're going to burn that to the ground. And then can we continue going here? We can continue going. Spanish dockyard. Let's go ahead and move to the Spanish dockyard. Burn that down. Very limited movement now. So for the rest of it, we're probably just going to raid his trading routes. Bam, just like that. Awesome. All right, so we burned three of his docks. We burned down his dockyard. We burned down the Cuba's trading port, and I don't know what this was going to be, but we burnt that down too. We cost him quite a bit of money in the long run on that one. We're going to build a church over here in Florida. Cherokee fortifying their position. Looks like they're getting ready for a possible attack from us, but they don't have to worry about that from us right now. I do not plan on attacking them at the moment. I would love to get this Spanish stuff done and over with before I attack them. We are projected to get 5,000 gold next turn. Still can't trade with Sweden, and Prussia we cannot trade with right now either. Who does want a trade agreement? Venice? I would love to trade with you, Venice. And we do get the trade agreement with Venice. How about the Italian states? Can we trade with the Italian states? They are hostile to us. And no surprise there. I don't know why they are quite hostile to us. Maybe it's because we are at war with Spain. Same thing with Portugal. Unfriendly, indifferent. Afghanistan is indifferent with us. Wouldn't mind trading with them. No, they want quite a bit. So yeah, we're not going to trade with them. Get rid of that. And we only have 400 gold, so we don't have a whole lot of room to really do a whole lot here. We could probably rebuild John Sullivan's army a little bit. Probably would be a smart thing. So let us go ahead and rebuild some of his light infantry and the cav. Next turn we will rebuild or re-recruit his infantry units. Get them some replacements. Alright, so for now let us... Oh, one of those light units actually turned into another longman unit. It's interesting how that happens sometimes. I have no idea how it happens, so please, if you know, comment down in the comments underneath this video and tell me how that happens, because I do not know. The 19th of Foot will be moving all the way down to John Sullivan's army.
Any further orders?
Okay, so that seems to be the end of this turn. We still have 2 more turns until the new model bayonet drill is fully researched. So let's go ahead and end the turn. That was a quicker turn. Granted, most of it was that naval battle. So what we're going to try to do is we are going to try to make Spain's hell a living thing in the Caribbean. We are going to try to burn down as many trading ports and as many ports, shipyards, and fishing docks as possible. We are going to really make them want to surrender to us, want to end the war with us. I don't believe Spain has gone yet. As the Iroquois are moving out somewhere, probably against the French. But the Confederacy wants a military alliance. That's not a bad deal, but we're not going to take it. Long turn for everybody out there in the world today. Now here's Spain. What is Spain? Oh, something happened with Spain right there with that fleet. I don't know what that was. It just kind of appeared and then disappeared. So I don't know if he moved it. I don't know if he landed troops in my neighborhood. I don't know exactly what happened. Spain does do that. Spain does
There's
land
unused
troops.
land suitable for plantations in this
Oh, we got
region.
new election results,
Building
so everybody
plantations here
stayed the same
will
in our
increase
election,
your
so that's
nation's
good.
export capacity, improving income through international trade.
I do not see any Spanish troops landing on our territory. I don't even see that Spanish fleet anywhere, to tell you the truth. But the ports that we burnt down, that one is still burning, so he did not repair that. This dockyard, is it still burning? This dockyard is still burning. Let's try to get his ports down here in South America. He is building something here. So let us go over here and burn that sucker to the ground. Hopefully we don't get intercepted by any Spanish fleets here. Okay, Great Britain's actually blockading that one. They are not blockading that one, but we're going to burn that one down. Then we're going to come over here. Can't burn that one down. Britain's there. We're going to burn that one down. And that seems to be all we can do right now. Spain must be really hurting for money if they are not fixing their ports right away. So that's a good thing for us. Because there's actually not even a Spanish fleet blockading us right now. Alright. Now what shall we do? I would love to push west. However, the Native Americans, I believe, are allied with the British. Yes, indeed they are. And I would rather not go to war against the Native Americans and British all at one time. That would not be good. There is the necklace affair for anybody who's interested. Construction report, meh. So we have 6,000 gold to do whatever we would like with, and we should probably start with maybe upgrading some of our stuff here. So let's upgrade this iron shops into an Iron Master's Works in Pennsylvania. That'll take a good chunk of our money. We're also going to upgrade one of these fur markets. Let's do that. Well, is there anything else we can upgrade other than that? We can upgrade this dockyard, but what would we be allowed to build that we can't build right now? Can't build cannonades. Well, we could build third-rate ships with a line. 24-pound frigates. Interesting. Maybe we should just upgrade this dockyard. We could start building frigates and we can put them under the command of Admiral John Barry, who is becoming a heck of a naval commander, by the way.
Working for your nation.
Frigate
His
captain.
name, position on the map, personality traits, and attributes
+1 to
related
command when
his
commanding
military
frigates.
abilities are all listed, along with details of any ancillary characters in his.
Still got some good armies up here in the north, preparing for the invasion of the Iroquois. And we still have some good stuff down here in the south. Still upgrading our farms and whatnot down here in Florida. We're not going to be able to recruit anybody for John Sullivan's army because I forgot to do that. We spent all of our money. The next turn we are projected to get almost 5,000 gold. Seems like we still can't trade with Sweden, and Prussia we cannot trade with them either. But that is alright. We're not trading with the Martha Confederacy though. I would like to trade with them, but right now we cannot. The ports in their home region are full at capacity. Okay. So we cannot trade with the Martha Confederacy at the moment. Really don't know who we would be able to trade with. Nobody really seems interesting other than Persia here. And they are just straight up non-interested. Okay. Well, this was a short turn, but nonetheless it was a turn, and it gets us closer to this new research that we're going to unlock here in a few minutes. So let's go ahead and end our turn. We are now in the summer of 1785. So it's been about a year and a half maybe since we've started this campaign. This is our second episode. Being the United States in this alternate history of Empire Total War with Darth Mod. Austria has a port, huh? Wow, and they just destroyed that fleet. Wow. And then they go back home. Huh. Oh, it's kind of funny. There goes France. What are they going to do? They're going to blockade Austria's fort, or Austria's port. Man, I can't get the difference between fort and port. There's a huge difference between the two. Another long turn, finding out what happens around the world, and Poland just really wants Maryland, and we're just not going to give it to him. Sorry, Poland. Here's Spain's turn. What are they going to do against us? They're sending, it looks like they might be sending another fleet over to us. Maybe involves 3 ships. I don't know what kind of ships they are, but I guess we'll find out here in the turns to come. I wonder if they rebuilt their ports that we can go burn them down again.
There
Ports
is
and
unused
shipyards,
land
and there
suitable for
is
farming in
the
this
new
region.
model bayonet drill
Building farms here
that
will
has
help the
been
population
unlocked
to
for
grow over
us.
time and produce trade income.
And that Iroquois fort place here with their army is at full capacity. They don't have, well, they do have 1 elite unit. Those elite units are, they can give you hell. They actually have 2 elite units, both medicine men. They're actually not terrible. A lot of bows and arrows on this one. But I feel kind of uncomfortable with them being so close to Nathaniel Greene's army. They haven't really showed any hostile intentions yet so far. So I'm not going to straight up just, attack them.
A missionary on a mission.
Missionary's still working in Maryland. Alright, first things first, let's see if they rebuilt their ports here in Spain. That one is still burning. This dockyard is not burning, so let's change that real quick. Oh, and the Martha Confederacy actually coming over with a boat of troops. Looks like they're going to attack Spain, trying to take Hispaniola. Let's see, is this one still burnt down? Trinidad is not burnt down, so we are going to have to fix that.
Awaiting further orders. Beat the quarters! Enemy sail!
Burnt down now. And their commercial point over here is not burnt down either, so we are going to have to change that. Let's go ahead and burn this down. Path blocked. Why is it blocked?
Set sail! All hands
Burn
on
that
deck!
down.
All hands on deck!
Spain just probably really hating us right now because we keep burning down their ports. Now, we can burn down this port. Oh, no, it's already burnt down, so we can't burn it down again. So we do have enough range that we can raid their ports, raid their shipping areas. So we are absolutely going to do that. We are going to jump up here
Stations, prepare to engage! Any orders?
and begin pirating Spain's trade route, and that is a mighty fine trade route to raid here. So Spanish are really hurting for probably that money that we refuse to give them. Upgraded that farm down in Florida. Let's see. Look at our technologies. Last time I saw, Benjamin Franklin was really an industrial guy. So he gives us some industrial boosts. We don't really have any good industrial boosts here, at least up here. So let us do something agricultural maybe. They were both 9 turns. It's quite a bit. How about philosophy? Anything good over here? Joint stocks is 8 turns. Would love advance and fire, but that's 11 turns. That's 12 turns. Cannonades would unlock some cannonades build for us, but that's 12 turns. Wow. Copper bottoms, 6 turns. We are going to just go ahead and do joint stock companies for 8 turns. I'm not too worried about the Native Americans coming to attack us. We can really hold them off. The only ones that I would be difficult to hold off would be these elite infantry that the Native Americans have. For the Cherokee, they are the Warrior Society, I believe. For the Iroquois Nation, they are the Medicine Men. Yes, they are. And the British Army is still just hanging out here under Timothy Gosling. Don't exactly know what their big plan is to just sit in Iroquois territory, but they're, I don't know, apparently waiting for something. And that might just be about it for us. I don't know what random infantry regiment was doing in here. Oh, was that a Minutemen? I think it was. Do we have any more Minutemens that evolved into just regular infantry? No? Okay. Moved him to Anthony Wayne's army. Probably could use another cavalry regiment if we go and fight the Native Americans. So let's see if we can. We'll go ahead and I'm not a big fan of Shogun's Dragoons. They have rifles. Not a big fan of Dragoons, period. I'd rather just use my cavalry as slashers. So we will just do a regiment of provisional cavalry here in Albany.
Anything more?
And we don't want to move him. That was on accident. And with that, I think we will end yet again another turn, and we have more trade partners that have their routes blockaded. Netherlands, Sweden, France this time. We could trade with Prussia this time. So we're predicted to get 5,000 gold next turn. So let's go ahead and end our turn. Not a big fan of attacking first. I'd rather be attacked than go on the offensive. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and go on the offensive anyways. Just trying to figure out what the Native Americans want to do. They're obviously probably allied with each other, so fighting one is going to be fighting them both. Even if the Pueblo Nations is involved, it might be fighting all 3 of them. Because they will probably not like the idea of us trying to destroy them. Even though that sounds mean, we can't really relocate in this game. Otherwise, I would relocate and bring them into our faction, but we cannot do that in this game. This game's not that advanced. It's advanced to a point, but it's not that advanced. And the Martha Confederacy still wants that military alliance. They're offering us quite a bit. I don't care about the military access. The gold, that's not bad. It's not terrible. But do I want to become friends with the Martha Confederacy so soon? Probably not. very interested to see what the Spanish will do this turn. They're hurting for money, as we all already know, especially from almost from little to no income coming from the Americas. Thankfully, mostly because of us and Great Britain blockading their ports and burning their ports down. And then the piracy that we're doing on them.
There is a port in this region that has not yet been
Alright.
developed. Select the type of port to construct.
A new nation arises.
A port will
Poland
help your
is now back.
population grow.
Okay.
A trade port will provide
And a nation
an
is
income from
destroyed.
overseas
Poland
trade.
was
A
destroyed, but now
naval
it's
port
back, apparently.
allows the construction
Okay.
of warships.
Auxiliary gained. Our president gets a mistress, so +1 to the nobility happiness. And then unit recruited, provincial cavalry. Up here in New York. New York, New York. So the Spanish, seemingly not wanting to come back and attack us for what we have been doing to them. Let's see if the ports that we raided are still burning. They're all still burning. So, with that being said, should we take one of our armies from up here, preferably Anthony Wayne's army, put it on Barry's fleet, bring it down, and put it in Cuba, and just attack Cuba and possibly get Cuba for the American cause? I think that would be a good idea in the long run. If we go to war against Britain, probably not a great idea in the long run because they're just going to blockade the hell out of it. But in terms of trying to end this war with the Spanish, probably a good turn. So let us go ahead and do that. So we're going to move this militia unit out. We're going to move
Under sail.
the Navy over here.
All the way.
At this New York port, we're going to attach it to this. We're going to
Use this panel
embark.
to manually merge armies. Click on the unit or character
going
you wish
to
to move, then click
select
on the central button to
everybody.
move it from one army to another. It's possible to select several units at a
So
time.
if I don't want the militia unit to come, well, yeah, let's bring the militia unit along. Did it work? I don't think it worked. I think I missed a button. Alright, now it worked. Alright, so now we are on board with John Barry, and we're going to march straight into Cuba.
Awaiting
And
further
Cuba
orders.
is being guarded, but that is okay.
Underway.
Troops, halt!
And we don't get to move Anthony Wayne's army here because we did not disembark on a fort. And I do have a militia unit down here. Looks like Cuban residents. They have a militia unit, another militia unit of colonials. They have a grenadier regiment. They have a couple cannons, and they do have a general guarding them. But that is not a whole lot, and we will absolutely destroy them next turn. We are going to raid
All hands make ready.
that route right here. Continue to piss off the Spanish. Is the Martha Confederacy still over here? I just want to check that.
Set
Do they?
sail.
Oh, they're right here. Oh, ooh, look at that. They're going to take over this fort. That is awesome. We're going to have... No wonder the Martha Confederacy wants to be our allies. we're going to be neighbors here shortly. So that is pretty cool. Can I burn anything else of the Spanish to the ground? Does not seem like it right now. At least without getting out of raiding territory. Okay, we're going to continue raiding. That's fine. We can raid. I like raiding. Yeah, Spain is not going to be happy with that. Let's see how Protestantism is going over here. No, it's going very well. Let's go ahead and upgrade that real quick so it goes even better.
How may I serve?
How about in Maryland? It is coming along very, very slowly. Alright, now we have one army up north, one army in the south, and one army in Cuba going to take Cuba next turn. So that will be it, and we are going to go ahead, and I know we have some money left, but we are not going to spend it. Hopefully we can save it so we can upgrade Cuba to our liking down here, because we're going to have to probably repair this port and repair the building here. So let us go ahead and advance the turn, and at the end of next turn we'll probably conclude the video, but for right now we will continue to see what happens in Cuba. And like I said, I don't plan on actually participating in the Battle of Cuba. Don't enjoy fort battles as much as I do just regular land battles, and it's not really a battle the size that would, destroy like 100,000 troops. So we're just going to let the computer take over and pray that she, gives us a decent victory. Oh, I wonder if they captured it. I wonder if the Martha Confederacy captured Hispaniola. That would be nice if they did. That's for sure. Alright guys, that will be the end of this video for now, and I will talk to you guys later. Be safe out there and be kind to one another.